Hello bookworms! Today I'm here with a video where I'm going to be telling you about the 5 books that I am most looking forward to that are coming out this fall. So these are all books that I have already pre-ordered and I am so excited to get them and I can't wait to start reading them and I can't wait for everyone else to start reading them too. I decided to choose some books that I haven't necessarily heard a ton about yet on BookTube. They're ones that I have either found through like book blogs or Goodreads or that kind of thing. Everyone who likes Throne of Glass is excited for Empire of Storms, everyone is excited for Crooked Kingdom, and everyone is excited for the illustrated version of Chamber of Secrets. So those 3 books are obviously ones that I am also really anticipating, but I wanted to talk about some other ones, some like lesser known ones, so that you can see some other things that are coming out. The first book that I am really looking forward to is The Graces by Lori Eve. This book follows a group of people called the Graces. It's a group of girls, I believe, and everyone believes that they are witches. And then there is a girl that kind of like becomes obsessed with them. Like there are a lot of people that are obsessed with them, but this girl gets like particularly obsessed with them. And she really wants to like be a part of their group and she ends up kind of like following them around. And it sounds like she might get involved with them somehow and she finds out like all of these secrets that they've been hiding. It sounds really, really cool and I really like the cover. So this book comes out on September 1st. The next book on my list is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. I was lucky enough to get an ARC of this at BEA last year, and I have been talking about this book on my channel a lot because I really, really loved Kendare Blake's An Addressed in Blood duology, and I'm really looking forward to being able to read more of what she has currently like being published. This book follows 3 girls who are sisters, and only one of them is going to become the queen. So each of them was raised in a different environment away from each other, and the way that they're going to become queen is that the 3 sisters are all trying to kill each other, and the one who survives, the last one standing, that is who the queen is going to be. It sounds really interesting to me, especially from like a psychological standpoint, because there's always that nature versus nurture argument. So it'll be really cool to see these 3 sisters and see how different their personalities might be, having grown up in different atmospheres and away from each other in just different places. So it sounds really cool, and as I've said before too, I thought it was amazing that Kendare Blake actually adapted the idea for this from the way that bees pick their queen bee. I just thought that was so cool and it really got me interested in it, and I'm really excited to read this one. I'm probably actually going to read it as soon as I finish reading Six of Crows. But I also have pre-ordered a finished copy of this book, and this one comes out on September 20th. The next book on my list is Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. I also picked up a copy of this ARC at BEA, so again, it's another one that I am planning on reading very soon, but I've also pre-ordered a finished copy of it. This one also comes out on September 20th. It's based on a Russian folktale called Vasilisa the Beautiful, and it follows a young girl named Vasa. There is a shoe store in Brooklyn that is run by someone named Babs Yaga, who is based on Baba Yaga, who I'm sure that other people have read about before because she's been adapted into a bunch of different things. There's a character based on her in I almost said Game of Thrones, but I meant Throne of Glass, as well as several other series. One of my favorites being the Fables series, which is actually a comic series by Bill Willingham. But anyway, so this story follows Vasa, and she has to go out in the middle of the night to get light bulbs for her sister, and it kind of turns into a suicide mission, and she ends up running into Babs Yaga, and it turns out that she has a little bit of help from something that she inherited from her dead mother. So it sounds really good. I'm really excited that it's based on a Russian folktale. I think it sounds really interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. The next book on my list is The Royal Tour by Amy Alward. This is the 2nd book in the Potion series. The first book is called The Potion Diaries, and I really, really enjoyed that book. I read it earlier this year. It follows an alchemist named Samantha Kemi. She comes from a long line of alchemists, and in the first book, she joins the Great Hunt, where there are a bunch of alchemists that are all like traveling the world and searching for ingredients so that they can create a potion to cure the princess who's going to be the future queen, because she makes a love potion to give to this guy. but then she accidentally takes it herself and then falls in love with herself. So she just gets like progressively crazier and crazier, and time is running out and they need to like get this potion before she just goes completely mad. And it was really fun. Like, it was a really, really light fantasy, but it was super fun. It was such a quick read and it was so entertaining. So I'm really looking forward to getting the second one. I believe there's another type of hunt that's going to be going on in the second one, but I don't want to spoil anything that happened in the first book, so I'm not going to really tell you a synopsis of that one, but just if you haven't read the first one, you should read it and then pick up the second one too. And this one comes out on October 18th. And then finally, I'm also really looking forward to This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. This book is about a group of boys that go out to go hunting, and they go together one morning, and I believe it's 4 of them that leave, but only 3 of them come back. So one of them was killed, and it seems like the person that killed him is one of the other 3 boys, but none of them will say a word about what it was that happened out there. So there is a girl who is planning on going to like law school or something, and she kind of is helping like the main detective on this case to try to uncover the truth about what happened. But things get, as always, they get dangerous, and then her life seems to be in danger as well as the other boys who were also on the trip. So she really needs to figure out like the truth about what happened, and it just sounds really interesting. And especially books like that, they're great to read during the fall season. So that is one that I'm definitely picking up, and that one comes out on November 15th. So those are 5 books that I have pre-ordered and I'm really excited to start reading, and I would love to know if you guys have anything that you're really anticipating, especially anything that might be a little bit more underrated, because I'm always looking for underrated books and like just hidden gems. So let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye! Thank you.